The Mavericks get their ass kicked in Memphis tonight as they open up NBA Cup play. We'll break down all of the ugly. Coming up next on the DLLS Mavs postgame show. Kevin Gray alongside our DLLS Mavs beat writer Ron Harrod Jr. and our DLLS Mavs analyst Bobby Carella. We, of course, are DLLS Mavs. Mavericks get mauled tonight in Memphis by the Grizzlies, 118-104 in a game where the Mavericks were down by as many as 35 points. They led for a grand total of 36 seconds in this game, giving up 74 first-half points and an absolute beatdown in Memphis, Tennessee tonight. We will break down all of the ugly over the course of the next hour. Really appreciate all of you joining us here on our post-game show. As Ron, it was an ass whooping from jump tonight as the Memphis Grizzlies had 7 guys in double figures, led by John Moran, who had 21 points, 13 assists. The Memphis Grizzlies pretty much mailed it in the second half, went through the motions. But the lead had already swelled to enough where they were able to coast in the second half. As the Mavericks, Ron, dropped to 2-7 in their fourth straight loss.
The Dallas Mavericks, you should be ashamed of yourself. You almost gave Kevin Gray a heart attack while watching the game. They fouled how many three-point shooters in this game?
Yeah, 3 times they fouled a three-point shooter in the first half.
And that wasn't even the worst part of the game. I mean, again, we have to just start with Klay Thompson. Because before this season, I went on the show and said, man, for the Mavs to be good, Klay Thompson has to space the floor. He's supposed to be the team's best shooter. He didn't make a basket tonight. Against the Memphis Grizzlies, Cam Spencer had you in Alcatraz? Nah, it just can't happen, bro. It can't. Klay Thompson is a player that if he's not spacing the floor and he's not playing defense, he's not giving you value. And it's like in these type of games, you need someone to kind of go off, and the Mavs thought that'd be Klay and his former self. He gets hot in a lot of moments. He just hasn't been hot this season. And at this point, I'm not sure if we'll ever see it, Bobby Carella.
The Mavs are bad. They're just bad. I think that's how I opened up the last postgame show, and tonight just reaffirmed it. They're a very, very bad team right now, but I think more disturbingly, they are a team that it does not look like they have like a basketball soul right now. It doesn't look like they have any sort of urgency. It doesn't look like they have a fire. The most upset anyone got was D'Lo, like 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Someone set an illegal screen and he kind of slammed the ball on the floor, but like that was it. There's just no like not and I'm not trying to say that you have to show outward signs of frustration and be angry and punch stuff just to let someone know you care. Like that is not what I'm saying at all. But you can tell in their play they already lack skill. They're down a bunch of good players, but they already lack a lot of skill. But it also looks like they lack spirit, and that kind of thing will befall a bad team in March. It's November 7th right now, and they already look like they're ready for the offseason, and that is very, very concerning, man. That is really, really scary stuff.
Yeah, what really upsets me tonight about all of this is you came in on a 3-game losing streak. You lost to a Pelicans team on Wednesday night on the second night of a back-to-back. You're facing a Memphis Grizzlies team that has gone through a lot of turmoil the early part of the regular season. Their best player, theoretically, has already been suspended for a game for conduct detrimental to the team. you let that team put belt to ass from the very beginning of this game, and the lack of fight, the lack of execution, the lack of effort at times was alarming. And for a team that had its backs against the wall already, having not won a game against a Western Conference opponent, to put together this kind of effort on the first night of a back-to-back with a team that is as bad as the Grizzlies have been this year, they should be embarrassed by the way that they got out on the floor and played tonight from the very beginning of this game. And the effort was non-existent from jump. And this team has a lot of soul searching to do for a team that's played now 9 games and won a grand total of 2 of them. Something has to change very quickly, or this team is going to continue on a downward spiral. They've got a game tomorrow against a Washington team that's already come in and beat them on their home floor this year.
Their only win, by the way, season.
Somebody needs to wake their ass up and figure out how to turn this around, because this right here, it cannot continue. Otherwise, this team will not win 30 games this season. I don't care if Kyrie comes back. I don't care when AD comes back. The effort and lack of execution tonight was pathetic on a number of levels, and it's inexcusable for a team that had its backs against the wall and laid this kind of performance against a Grizzlies team.
That's the problem, though, because, offensively it was another bad. I mean, it's whatever. It's Friday. Like, the offense sucked.
Yeah.
But defensively, these last few games, granted, they have played a lot of bad teams, but they have fought on defense, and they've executed. They've made some mistakes, and it hasn't been perfect or whatever. Nobody is. But tonight's defensive performance was really, really bad, and I think my fear or my worry is that, okay, they still played with some pride and with some gumption on defense despite losing all these games, but then you lose to the Pelicans at home, and it's like your 3rd bad loss to a bad team already this season, and you're like, okay, maybe we do suck, and like that reality does set in eventually, but again, it usually doesn't set in until later, but like
at least Christmas.
I don't know, man. Like I think they might just know that this is going to be a really long season already. I mean, you were joking the other day, Ron. They're listening to sad Drake songs at shoot around. Like, it's not getting better anytime soon, dude. And I think they know it. And that again is really, really alarming, because it's one thing to just be bad. They're bad. It's another thing to not think that you can will yourself out of being bad.
Yeah.
Like there was no fight at all. And I mean, of course I do blame them, obviously show some effort or whatever, but like they've played 5 games at home already this season. I think they've been booed in like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah,
it's Fire Nico chants. The crowd's not into
Spurs
it.
Go. You're getting Spurs chants at home.
Yeah, and OKC chants against the Thunder. And it's like, I mean, the Pistons were by far the more popular team in Mexico City based on crowd reaction. Like, there's just there's no one anywhere to give them energy, and that is because, and this is we'll talk about this for the next 45 minutes, but like that is because this fan base is so beleaguered and exhausted and angry and sad and frustrated and confused, and like there is only one way to begin to change that, and we don't need to spend the first segment of this postgame show talking about Nico Harrison, but like it's kind of, there's only so much that the players can do. The players are not good. This team cannot change very much this season. And, if your spirit is already gone too, then it might, we're another week or so from calling this thing, man.
Yeah, the energy has been off. Again, we joked about the Marvin's room bang, but the energy has been very Drake take care. It's been very somber. There's no one looks like they're having fun on this team. Every single game looks like the team is having less and less fun on the court. As I was writing my story, I'm trying to feel like, okay, is there any positive takeaways? And there was just no moment I could really call back on.
Musa Cisse was a bright spot tonight. Musa
and it's
Cisse,
like, if we're going there, this is like the fullback scoring a touchdown. Like, it's like great for the fullback, but like, is that gonna get you a Super Bowl? It's not.
Like, Musa was playing like, I can't go back. Like, I can't go back.
Respect for Musa Cisse,
respect for the way he played, because he got in there and balled his ass off.
He's fun to watch, and like the reason he stood out so much is because he's the only one that did.
Yeah, he's
the only one that did, man.
I cannot go back.
Yeah. And I'm be honest, like, again, we're talking about players. Daniel Gafford, he did re-injure the ankle injury, which that does suck. But he played 12 minutes. He was 0 for 1. He had 1 rebound. He's in drop coverage. We're talking about that all night. Like the drop, he's getting destroyed by Cam Spencer, Vince Williams, anyone that came, on this around the screen. He was getting sauced up by. I mean, and yes, is it scheme? Yes, it's scheme as well. But it's also just his skill set. And if he's playing injured, he has no point guard. It seemingly is looking to give him the ball. Again, his value is dropping. I think we've just learned this year that a lot of the Mavericks players really benefited from having just an elite playmaker. And a lot of these players are really, really struggling if they basically can't get spoon-fed baskets. And Daniel Gafford is one of those players that if he's not 100% healthy, he can't just out-hustle you every single play. It's going to be really hard for him to make an impact on the court.
Yeah, and Shahid, the guys that fought back tonight were the guys that don't see a lot of playing time, the Ryan Nimhards of the world, the Musa Cisse's of the world.
Nimhard had that step back over Jaren Jackson.
That was fun. That was fun. That was fun.
Like, those are the guys that were playing like they couldn't go back. And good for them because they played with a lot of effort and a lot of heart to be able to cut it to what was to 13 with about a little over 2.5 minutes left, in the game. But by then it was just too little, too late, when it came to what was happening on the floor. The tone had been set in the first half where the Memphis Grizzlies came out and put the pedal to the metal. They played like the desperate team. In our pregame, we were talking about the Mavericks desperate for a win tonight. The Grizzlies played like the team that were desperate to get a win.
Yeah, agreed.
And they came out with the energy and came out with incredible shot making. This is one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league. They came out and knocked down threes. They were getting into the paint. They were playing with a sense of urgency that did not feel like was going to be coming from them given the way that they played, in the last 4 games that they've lost. So they were the aggressors. They were the ones taking the fight to Dallas, and the Dallas Mavericks got punched in the mouth and did not get back up hardly until it was the other guys that came in to try to make this somewhat of a game. Some of the other numbers from tonight's game, as we mentioned, the Grizzlies break their 4-game losing streak to improve to 4-6 on the year. They scored 74 points in that first half, led by as many as 35. And the Mavericks had 6 guys in double figures, led by Max Christie, who had 18 points on 4 of 7 from 3. Grizzlies had 7 guys in double figures. John Morant with the 21 points, 13 assists. Cedric Coward, 21 points on 7 of 10 shooting. He's been fantastic for them so far in his rookie season for the Memphis Grizzlies. But in the number of ways, the Mavericks got dominated from jump. This game was all about the first half and the energy that they put forward. In fact, in the second quarter, the Grizzlies put together 40 points and basically put the game away from there.
And some of that was the Grizzlies. They made some threes. They shot pretty well, but the Mavs this year, again, I mean, their offense is really, really, really bad right now. And even at its best, it's going to be maybe league average. They have to win with defense. So allowing 74 points, and it's not just the number of shots that they hit, it was just the ease with which they were getting all these shots. Like, there was just no defensive presence, and the Mavs, their offense is not good enough to win that way. In Mavs teams of years past could have a bad defensive game because their offense was so good. Just like this year's Mavs team could have kind of a lousy offensive game but still win because their defense is good, but their defense has to be good.
Yes.
Like, their defense has to not just be good, it's got to be elite. Top 5. And they said themselves they want to be top 3. So they have to play at a league leading rate basically every night to give themselves a chance to win. And so you're giving up 34 points in the first quarter to one of the worst teams in the league, 40 in the second quarter, one of the worst teams in the league. You got, Cedric Coward, I'm not saying a bad word about him, but John Morant was it looked like he was 80% actively trying to lose for most of the game, and he still had a huge night. It's just,
12.
he smoked the second half. John Morant, he smoked the second half.
Unacceptable.
He did all his work in the first half, all his damage in the first half, for sure. But
yeah, and then that lineup, which again, even we capped for, which was the D-Lo, Max Christie, Flagg, Washington, Gafford.
Yeah, well, I'm waving the white flag on that one.
I was wrong. The Gafford part line. I don't mean to keep going on Gafford, but not really the Gafford part. We want Anthony Davis to be that center. We know he's been hurt. That lineup to start the game, they played 7 minutes and 30. They played 7 minutes, 36 seconds together. They were a minus 20. They had a minus 136.8 net rating. Again, only 7 minutes.
That's
and 36 seconds.
That's almost unfathomable to come up with.
4 offensive rating, 221 defensive rating. Baghdad. I mean, that team just was shooting missiles, but he weren't landing.
Oh my!
It was.
God,
I
dude,
mean,
it's awesome.
It's just. It's so depressing because
it didn't have to be this way.
It didn't have to be this way.
It didn't have to be this way.
It didn't.
It didn't even have to be this way.
Oh man, it's just so sad to see the Mavs were the best team in Texas. I was in San Antonio, you know, when I was there at the San Antonio Express News. Wemby had just got there. The team was horrendous in San Antonio. I'm like, man, I wish I could cover a playoff game. I'm looking at Dallas like, man, the Mavericks keep making the playoffs. They're having all these runs. This
Maybe
sucks.
next year.
I got to be in San Antonio. Now the Spurs have turned it around. They're in our playoff team. One of the best teams going to be in the NBA this season, as we see. The Houston Rockets have Kevin Durant. They're one of the best teams in the NBA. And just here are the Mavericks, and it's like we're like the little bro, like the pick 'em up, you know, the little stick meme where they just hitting you with that stick. And it's like this. They used to be the dominant team in the state, and now they're the worst team in the state by far at this point.
It's not just the state, man. It's the whole conference.
Well, yeah. We're
the entire Western Conference at this rate. Let's take our first break because I'm getting pissed off. Let's take our first break here. When we come back, we're going to take the break. There we go. No, you good.
Hey, there's an app for everything, and it is all very confusing. You got a credit card bill, you got a bank account, you got your savings account, you got rent due, you got regular expenses you're trying to keep track of. Like, it is just, there's so much going on, and it is very tough to track unless you use our friends at Monarch. It is a personal financial command center. All of your accounts, all of your expenses, all of your savings, all of your investments, all in one convenient location. I can just log on and see all of this stuff in one dashboard, and it will also help you set goals for yourself. It will help you say, hey, Bobby, you're spending about $3,000 a month on fast casual Tex-Mex. You probably should not do that. And I can say, all right, Monarch, thank you. Or I can just close out the tab. It is very nice no matter what, but Monarch is going to be there to help you through thick and thin. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code DLLS at monarch.com in your browser for half off your first year. Again, that is 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code DLLS. Gain control of your finances today.
Have you ever wanted to be a Major League Baseball player, see your name on the back of your jersey, or show the dugout with some all-time greats? Well, we got some good news for you. The Texas Rangers Fantasy Camp presented by National Car Rental is your opportunity to live out those very dreams. Taking place on January 7th through 11th at Rangers Spring Training Facility in Surprise, Arizona. Rangers Fantasy Camp is the dream experience for any die-hard Rangers fan. Across 5 unforgettable days in Surprise, campers will be treated as a big leaguer, custom Rangers uniform, professional grade equipment, and access to full clubhouse amenities as well, plus post-game happy hours and the whole 9 yards. And the best part, you'll enjoy some hands-on guidance and encouragement from some of the best players to ever don a Rangers uniform, including Ivan Pudge Rodriguez and Fergie Jenkins himself, with more alumni announcements on the way. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity you won't want to miss. Spots are limited and are going fast, so secure yours today at rangers.com/fantasycamp. That's rangers.com/fantasycamp today. Mavericks get clobbered 118-104, drop to 2-7 on the season. 4th straight loss on the first night of a back-to-back. They will be in Washington tomorrow night to take on the Wizards before they come home to take on the Milwaukee Bucks to begin a 4-game homestand on Monday. Let's get to a few of your super chats here on the DLLS Mavs postgame show. Let's start with the Flowers family, $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mavericks. Hashtag slump busters.
You're that team now. The Mavs are that team now.
You need a get-right game. Play the Dallas Cowboys or the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, man.
You do not want to be that.
We got Jacoby Brissett it.
Yeah, please. Oof. They wish. Shout out to Sarah. We love Sarah. Shout out to you, Sarah. $1.99 super chat. When is the, quote, point of no return this season?
I think we might have crossed the Rubicon a few days ago.
Yeah, it might have been Wednesday.
To admit it.
I think we've entered the witching hour for that one. I think we've entered the witching hour.
Shahid with the $2 super chat. Swap out D'Lo for
Be high
in the starting lineup.
I could laugh at that. I don't think anyone else.
I actually fell for that. I actually read it out loud.
Yeah, I did.
I was
fell for it.
I was guiding. That was a good one.
I'm so like the amount of volume downturning I'm doing, like with the anger meter right now, is why I got caught on that one. I got caught.
That's a good one.
Shout out to Tanner. Love you, Tanner, who's spending his money. Why are you doing that? But we appreciate it. The $4.99 super chat. Bobby, where are we on No Negativity November?
Oh.
I'm afraid to I got an announcement to make, guys.
Uh-oh.
November is over. All right. It's already December.
Oh, okay.
It is Doom December.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Cool.
It's getting nasty.
It's over. It is over. And by that, I mean November. Doom is impending. There's no escape.
By the way, shout out to the almost near 800 of you watching us live right now. With that being said, I need 100 likes in the on the video, please. I would really appreciate that. And make sure you download and subscribe to our podcast wherever you get your podcast for free. Just search DLLS Mavs and give it a 5-star rating and write a review for it while you're there. But please like the video while you're here as well. Claymore with the $5 super chat. Closest comparison to this mediocrity is the 97 Mavs before Don Nelson came in and traded the whole team except for Michael Finley.
That was a very hopeless period in Mavs history. At that point, the Mavs had the 3 J's experiment had failed, and Don Nelson came in and took over the team from a series of people that did not do a very good job, frankly. At the end, Norm Sondry built up the team of the 80s, and it fell apart very quickly, and a couple other guys came in, Frank Zaccanelli and some others, and just had some swings and misses, and Nelly came in and made some deals, and there was a couple more bad years, and then all of a sudden things were great for about a decade and a half. And so it's always darkest before the dawn, but that is a correct assessment. That is the correct assessment.
We'll continue with your super chats here in just a few moments as the Mavericks go on the road to begin their quick 2-game road trip with a loss tonight. They take on Washington tomorrow, but more importantly, the Mavericks are dead last in the West. And if you had told me at the beginning of the season that the Mavericks would have played 9 games and won a grand total of 2 of them and literally would have been within an Aaron Nesmith 3-pointer away from being 1-8 to start this year, I would have not believed you. But this is where we are. And this has to be put at the doorstep of the architect of this current team. And the architect of this team is Nico Harrison. Fortune favors the bold. Defense wins championships. Time will tell if I'm right. Well, my guy, time has been told, and you are wrong in a number of areas. Again, we've talked about this after the last game and the previous game. It's the first 7 games. It's the first 8 games. It's now 9 games. This roster has been ill-fitted and ill put together with a bunch of non-shooters. And more importantly, when the defense is as bad as it is tonight, your margin for error is absolutely 0. And they found out the hard way tonight because Memphis came in, knocked down shots. And at one point, I didn't think this team was going to clear 100. And the offensive rating, again, barely scraped 100 tonight. This falls at the foot of the general manager and the president of this team for the way this roster looks.
It is just such a sad point. And the Mavericks, again, said a bunch, barely even got lucked into Cooper Flagg without Flagg.
Could you imagine this team without Cooper Flagg?
This would just be such a devastating, sad time. And the crazy thing about the Flagg thing is like you can't even like enjoy the Flagg moment. Like he actually had a solid game tonight, but because this is not the Wizards, as Kevin would say, we can't fans can't like enjoy the moment because this team was told to basically still be a contender. Like it's not like they went to the season. We're like, hey, we're not gonna make the playoffs, but we're gonna have some flashes, and fans get lowered their expectations. The expectation was this should be a playoff team without the playing game. That was what the management has sold to fans. So it's like you can't even enjoy the Ryan Nembhard moment at the end of the game. You can't even enjoy the Flagg moments, out the last 3 games, really, because this team is supposed to be contending. And right now, like, are they going to get to 35 wins? Like, they're not projected to right now. So it's just a very sad point. It doesn't feel like anything is on a court, and he's kind of the only young, really good asset without Derek Lively kind of playing right now. So it's just a sad point for the fans.
I think, a lot of Mavs fans have wanted Nico to be gone since the trade. That's 9 months ago now at this point. But it really does kind of, I don't know, maybe this is just like spidey senses or maybe it's just in my head. But based on the kind of texts that I've gotten the last couple days, and I don't know, it feels like something is in the air. It really does. It feels like there's some noise. Like I feel like Gandalf right now in Moria. I can hear drums in the deep, you know. I don't know how much longer this is going to go on, but if it continues going like this, I really do I believe that Patrick Dumont is going to be left with no choice than to do what should have been done a long time ago, frankly. But, you know, the Mavs arena feels like a tomb, feels like a graveyard in there, and they have not won a game on the road, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe they'll win tomorrow night because they're playing the worst team in the league.
Well,
second worst team in the league.
They were supposed to be Washington last week.
But
well,
yeah, if they lose to that team, then they'll be the worst team in the league. I mean, they're the worst offense relative to the rest of the league in NBA history. You know, Kyrie getting hurt was not under their control necessarily, but he made an absolutely grave miscalculation and misassessment of the importance of playmaking and shot creation.
mm-hmm.
That was something that I would not shut the hell up about over the offseason, and I know that drove a lot of Mavs fans nuts because every time we're doing the show, I'm here to tell you why the team you like is not going to win a lot of games, but like I am a dumbass, and I saw this coming. Like, you know, I do not work at the NBA. I've never built a team. I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. But I saw these struggles coming. I didn't see it being this bad. But if a dude online like me can see it, then I know that there were people in that building that could see it. And unfortunately, some of the people that did spoke up about it over the last couple of years, and they were asked to leave or told to leave.
Oof.
You know, and unfortunately, I think this situation is not reparable on the court with the players that they have in that locker room right now. And so you either need to make big changes to the roster soon if you want to fix this thing, because Kyrie's out and he's not coming back anytime soon, and every game they lose probably adds another day to his return date. You know, AD, who even knows when he's going to play? Derek Lively, unfortunately, he's in that same category. You never know when those guys are going to be healthy again, and I do not see a scenario where they are able to fix this just by rolling the ball out and playing again. Their schedule right now is one of the easiest, if not the easiest, in the NBA. And they're 2-8, or whatever their record is, 2-7 now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I've seen the script for tomorrow. Just kidding. They're 2-7. After their next 4 games, 3 of which are against teams that are also equally bad as the Grizzlies, if not worse. 13 of their next 15 after that are against teams that are 500 or better.
Won't be fun.
That is, you're looking at 2-13 during that stretch. I mean, the Mavs are not going to beat a single winning team playing the way that we saw them play tonight. Now, firing Nico is not going to change the way that they play. It's not going to change the level of skill that they do or don't have. It's not going to suddenly add 3 years of longevity onto Kyrie's legs, and it's not going to heal AD's 2 ailing Achilles and his strained calf. It's not going to change a single thing on the floor, but it will change a single thing. It'll change a lot of single things for every single fan that is still furious about what happened and is furious about what they're having to watch every single night. This is a horrible product, and it was something that we all saw coming. And, you know, again, none of this ever should have happened, frankly. This team is built to compete in 1994. It is 2025. Like, this is not a good basketball team. It's not a good plan.
No.
It's a failure of a business decision, failure of a complete PR crisis. And I'm not going to go public about that, but there's other people have paid the price for that.
Sure.
Nico's emerged scot-free from that somehow too. The guy's got 27 lives. He's like 3 cats running around in there, but he's running out. I mean, it is so far past time to try and heal this thing, but like, you're not going to fix it unless you tear out this disease root and stem, because I mean, frankly, like, dude, I mean, these fans are miserable, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
the greatest player in franchise
miserable.
history has been in more Lakers games than Mavericks games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an
They're miserable.
embarrassment by the franchise. Like, the greatest player in the franchise history has been to more opposing team games than your games. Now, he does have a job this year. We understand that. He's doing other things. But he doesn't even seem to be invested in this team anymore. And this is the guy who has a statue outside the arena.
Yeah.
If Dirk Nowitzki's upset, that should really move and shake things. He should have just as much say or power or just shake as any guy. Like Michael Irvin with the Cowboys, Kevin, has a lot of power. If Michael Irvin's upset at the Cowboys, it means something because he connects with fans. Those players that connect with the fans, connect with fans' hearts, mean a lot not only to management, but again to the people that have watched them their whole career. By him not being here, by him not really commenting, by him not really interviewing any players yet from the team, it just feels ugly. And it's like you have to not only fix the fans' hearts, but you need to fix your best players' relationships with the franchise.
And that's the thing, because even if I'm not going to relitigate the trade, but even if Nico just hated Luka and Luka hated Nico, and it's just like, man, F you.
Yeah.
Dirk's reaction and Cuban's reaction and J-Kid looking like he wanted to disappear in the press conference the morning after the trade in Cleveland, and like people that have been around here, the stakeholders in this thing, being just like outwardly miserable.
Yeah.
That lets you know that it was a bad decision, and that also lets us know that dude wasn't asking anybody about it. But this is more. This goes so far beyond the trade. I mean, someone that built a team this bad should not be in charge of building a team.
And
someone that made a trade that bad should, like, there's like 35 things he's done that are all terrible. Like there's no reason. There's no reason to subject us to it. There's no reason, frankly, to subject him to it. Like, he is just every single day he's getting more and more unpopular, and like it just sucks. I just feel bad. I hate it. It's awful. I want it to be over. I just want it to be over for everyone, including for Nico, dude. Like, no one deserves to live this way.
Let's take our next break here on the DLLS Mavs postgame show. When we come back, we'll continue with our super chats and more reactions to tonight's game. All that and more coming up.
The Mick Ultra?
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like the folks at Mick Ultra are just rubbing it in, man, because this copy still says the delicious taste of victory. We got to talk to our friends over there and say, what about the sorrowful taste of defeat? Because that's all we've known lately. But Michelob Ultra does make it taste a whole lot better. And it's so smooth. It's this superior taste. It's only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. And so it's not going to bloat you. It's not going to make you feel awful. Watching the basketball will do that, all right? But sipping this beer and drinking it responsibly is going to make you have a decent time, at least, if not even a great time. And that's why Michelob Ultra is the official beer sponsor of the NBA and the official beer sponsor of the DLLS Mavs podcast. Again, it is the superior game meets superior taste. Basketball can be a beautiful game, Mavs fans. It really can be. And if you want a beautiful tasting beer to go along with it, again, Michelob Ultra. It is the official beer sponsor of the NBA. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, a superior taste worth playing for, and a superior taste worth potting for.
And it was great to see all the Stars fans who showed up to PNC Bank's Main Street branch this past weekend at PNC Bank. Bobby, I know that you went there.
It was a great time.
We saw the mullets and the cool haircuts. It was just such an amazing event that, we posted a bunch about it, and it seemed like it was a great event.
Including the most famous mullet in all of the world, Greg Ludwig.
Yeah.
He was on the scene.
Rock the flow.
It was awesome.
So it was just love seeing how, Dallas committed to, long-term growth and all this luscious hockey hair glory. For those who missed it, our Main Street branch pop-up event was the ultimate celebration of PNC's reliable, responsible approach to long-term financial planning, told through the lens of another amazing long-term investment, epic hockey hair. At the Main Street branch, fans had the chance to pick up their own Dallas Stars hockey hair hat, a limited edition Stars hat with gorgeous mane of hockey hair coming out the back. It was a reminder that the best things, whether it's a legendary flow or a strong financial plan, come to those who are patient and committed to the long run. And there was Bobby's flow.
We're committed to the long run, unfortunately. Not with PNC, this team.
Yeah, shout out Tanner Brian with the ad read once again. Thank you to all of you joining us here. 1,000 of you watching us live here. Would love for you to like, comment, and subscribe to DLLS Sports while you're here as well. Since we got 1,000 people watching, 1,000 likes. Help us beat the algorithm. Appreciate you hanging out with us here on the show. Let's continue with some more of your super chats here on the DLLS Mavs postgame show.
Super chats.
We left off with. Let's go with.
Thanks everybody for sending all this, man. It's great
with the $10 set.
The Brandon Williams
1077, boy.
Was the 77 on accident, or do you think that was on purpose?
Wait a minute. Are we getting trolled?
That tunnel isn't deep enough to hide what's been done to
to the team and the fan base.
Team and the fan base. You can't heal until you remove the malignancy. Every day this continues, you are risking further spread. Wake up, Patrick Dumont.
Absolutely. And, that falls on his doorstep. The question is, and this is completely justifiable in my opinion from Mavs fans, is the owner invested enough, attentive enough, aware enough, knowledgeable enough, and honestly, does he care enough to even realize it? Mark Stein reported that a reason, or maybe the reason, that Patrick Dumont has not fired Nico yet is because Dumont is the one that ultimately signed off on the trade. And so kind of the implication there being that if Dumont fires Nico for a mistake that he okayed, that's like not fair or whatever. Buddy, what I'm watching is not fair to me. All right. Like two wrongs don't make a right. Okay.
Does not.
And there's 3 of us up here. So that's 3 wrongs anyway. So go ahead and just do it.
Sometimes you have to know when to pull the plug in life. Like literally,
Exactly.
It's like, you know what? This stock is going down. And you might lose some money on that stock, but sometimes just taking the loss of 100 versus 1,000 is just better just to take the loss early as you can.
What will always bother me about the last 9-10 months about all of this, anyone who would walk into that gentleman's office and suggest that you trade that individual would be fired on the spot, let alone what has taken place in every day, every hour, every second of every moment since that trade happened, and the way that he and this organization have comported themselves in a number of fronts, any number of areas that you want to think about, whether it's secret media meetings, laughing when the trade was actually made, the initial statement that defense wins championships, to fortune favors the bold, and all of these ridiculous statements along the way. Any number of those are fireable offenses. And then to put the product on the floor that's been on the floor so far this year is fireable in and of itself. You could pick 3, 4, 5 different things to say that this general manager is unfit and unqualified to continue in the job that he had. And I've seen comments already that said, look, this team was a first-round exit prior to when he got here. He got here, made the moves, and did the thing by building a championship contender around the generational superstar, and then willfully signed up for a shorter time window with a player who unfortunately is injury prone throughout his career, and to hitch that championship window to that player and then continue to move forward with the kind of philosophical decisions that how basketball should be won in 2025. Any number of those things are fireable, and yet and still, because the owner decided to go along with the idea of trading that player, is sitting here looking around thinking, or if he is thinking, what the hell have I gotten myself into? Because this product is not good enough, and it hasn't been good enough all season.
Neither of those guys knows anything about building a team. That's the problem.
See, but
they just don't.
But you know what also bothers me about that statement? Patrick Dumont sat on the sidelines all throughout the 23-24 season and watched that dude alongside Kyrie Irving, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, Derek Live II make magic all year long and take that team to the NBA Finals. And then when your general manager walks into your office and says, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, and I don't want this cat on this team. And Dumont was like, you know what, that's a good idea. You can go ahead and make that move and sign up for what you're about to trade for. That's the part that will never, ever jive with me.
But he doesn't know the why.
You could be as dumb as a bag of rocks and see what was happening.
I'm not making an excuse.
No. I'm just saying.
He doesn't know ball.
I don't think he understands why that team worked. Like,
you know,
and I don't think he ever asked the question. Honestly, like, I'm not sure. Whatever. I've taken a leap here. I'm not sure that Nico could properly explain to Patrick Dumont why that team worked. I really don't think either of them know.
You probably don't trade one of the greatest playmakers in the history of the NBA.
But I don't think that Nico. Yeah, I don't think Nico understands.
He understands that.
I don't think he understands the value of playmaking, and I don't think I don't even know if Patrick Dumont knows what playmaking is. I just don't know.
You know what he does know? That a dude who wore number 77 dropped 73 on the Atlanta Hawks, had a 60, 20, and 10 game against the New York Knicks, had all these incredibly magical moments to help his team get to the NBA Finals, and then willfully sign up to disregard and discard that. That part I will never, ever understand, no matter how you feel about the trade, the players, and the part that I don't like the most is how these players have been put in this position to deal with all of this.
The price,
it
man.
sucks.
They're paying the price.
Them go out and play is just it's
insult to injury.
Yeah, it's a shame
It's
that they
a
have
shame.
to play. It
And then,
sucks
to
that
make
they have
matters
to play
worse,
basketball.
Caleb Martin, we have to watch him, and it's like Quentin Grimes is a pretty good player for the 76ers.
And
So
It's not Caleb Martin's fault that he
it's
sucks.
not Caleb Martin's fault, but it's like he was in the trade that I'm not trying to do this.
Like, that low-key might be.
I don't want to do this, but like they're getting 20 a game on efficient shooting from Quentin Grimes. Like, not only was Luka trade bad, then you know what? I'm doubling down because the money isn't right. Let's trade Caleb. Let's trade Quentin Grimes. We're not gonna be able to sign him back. You trade Quentin Grimes, he goes for 40.
And he's making less this year than Caleb Martin.
He's making less than Caleb Martin this year.
I'm done.
It's like unreal.
You know,
I'm done.
What are you?
I'm just my last thing is just like that trade happens. He goes off, but he was going off here before then. Like, you saw the flashes in Dallas. I think I was at the game before the trade, and he had a 25 on like a 65 true shooting percentage. Like, he showed flashes, and it's disappointing. Like, it was the terrible trade, and then that trade almost got almost forgotten, and that was one of the worst trades of last season as well.
I think now that there's been some distance between last season and this season, and last season was a complete calamity, obviously with the trade and everything, but there really were so many injuries, and it's like, well, what do you expect the team to do? They're starting Kessler Edwards at the 5, like they're playing an 8-man rotation because they're a turned ankle away from forfeiting. And so even at the time, we were saying a lot of these things, but I think a lot of fans kind of viewed it as like, well, what do you expect to happen? Like, there's nothing they can do. They're just getting really unlucky. But now that there's some distance, I think that it's becoming a lot easier for some people to see that, by the GM and especially by the owner, just kind of like chilling literally in the shadows. J-Kid is the one that is getting the brunt. The players are the ones that are getting the brunt. And I'm not here to say that J-Kid's done a great job or necessarily even a good job this season. I disagree with a lot of the things that they've done on both sides of the ball. But, the players' well-being matters a lot. Sure. And, again, I'll go back to the first thing I said on this episode. Like, it's a bad team, and it looks like they know it. And, they're getting booed by their own fans. And they're probably if I'm Caleb Martin, I'm deleting my Twitter account. These guys are Derek Lively. Fans just want to trade him. Fans hate AD. Fans, whatever. Feels like Kyrie and maybe PJ are the only ones with definitely an unquestionably positive Q score. There are fans that hate Coop already. He's 18, dude. He's his career's played 9 games.
Doesn't deserve it.
We have no idea what he's gonna. He could be good. He could be bad. He could be anything in between. We have no idea. But there are fans that are giving up because all of these fans are just avatars for the GM, or all the players are avatars for the GM, and the fans are taking out their anger on them. And it's I don't want the players on the team to have to deal with that. I don't want the players on the team to have to play basketball right now because I know they're going to lose because they've been set up to fail. It's like sending people in to a mission where you're sending 100 guys in against 2,000. And you're just hold down the fort. Help is on the way.
Like the movie 300.
Yeah, or what's going on at Helm's Deep or the Alamo. And these are all massacres, dude. This should not happen. That is the stuff of propaganda and fake history. This is, or in some cases real history. This is not something that you subject people to if you respect them, and it really
so many
really,
people are paying.
really,
I think the message from the pod is that, as Bobby said, which I think was perfect, is that so many people are paying the price for essentially one man's failure.
Yes.
And
no,
not
even one man's failure. One man's ego. One man's inflated giant ego
Lord
who thought he was the face of a franchise and wanted to exert his control in his way over a team and a franchise that was having success regardless of what he was doing. Now, look, Nico Harrison traded for Daniel Gafford, traded for PJ Washington. Objectively good moves in the lens of what you had with Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, and it worked. When you decided to move away from that, Everything that he's tried to do since then has not made a link of sense whatsoever. So this was one man's ego that decided it was bigger than the team and the franchise and the players that were on it, that he would be the one to get the credit for why this team was going to be where it was going. And that is the biggest failure. Pride comes before a fall, and the fall is here. And the general manager wears it and should wear all of it. This is his roster. This is what he signed up for.
You got to do something, man. Like, you just got to do it. You just got to do it. There's no other way to say it.
The trade deadline thing for the Mavs is, if I had to guess, now in your report, and please don't aggregate, is going to get there's going to be a bunch of players. There's going to be a lot of rumors. A bunch of players, and also that's horrible for them. And
Are you sure? Who's playing well enough right now to get targeted? Like, that's the other problem.
I think they're buying low. I think the Mavs will be sellers.
Like, what? That's exactly
what they're
buyers. Like, they've created a situation
what?
where everyone is so bad because this team is so like poorly built that you're not going to get value back on any of these guys.
Getting probably a second for Clay.
No.
Are you getting a second round pick?
No, you're gonna have to pay someone for that. He's got a player option next year. He's owed $34 million over the next 2 years. Like, he does not have positive value. It doesn't matter what his name is. Their offensive rating, by the way, fell to 103.2 tonight.
Jeez, man.
And the Grizzlies improved their defense from they were 25th, I think, coming into the game. They're now 21st.
It's just unconscionable.
The Mavs are 3 points worse than 29th place Indiana.
That's such a big margin.
That's a lot of points.
Such a big margin. And like, oh my God.
A lot of points.
Anyway, I know we have a bunch.
Yeah, low key, Nico, he did want Kyle Kuzma. That fell through.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, he was the original offer was
about
two
that.
He was
firsts
half
for
a second away from trading for Kyle Kuzma. But Kuzma was like, actually, he was on some BS. He was like, actually, the Mavericks aren't on my timeline right now. I'm going to steal these checks from the Wizards and get up my 25 shots a night and continue to do that.
Respect forever, Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah.
Thank you for making that.
Kuzma,
Yeah,
I mean, talk about hitting the side of the backboard. Could you imagine if we had to watch Kuzma and D'Lo?
That was one of the more hilarious.
Oh my God, it'd be clang.
That was one of the more hilarious parts about that whole bit. Kuzma was like,
at least we've been saved there.
Kuzma was like, I'm good here in Washington. I'll keep cashing these checks, taking my 25 shots a night. I'm not on that timeline at the Mavericks.
Now he's terrorizing Giannis up there in Milwaukee.
Kuzma's forever stamped in my book.
Yeah, shout out Kyle Kuzma. If there's any positive that you've done, it's been that.
Let's take our next break here on the DLLS Mavs postgame show. More of your super chats. Y'all are on fire tonight. Appreciate all of you joining us here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll get to more of your super chats coming up here next.
But first, you should become a diehard, and you can do that by scanning that QR code that appeared right beneath me magically. Thank you for that, Elijah. Or going to alldlls.com. And when you do that, hey, first off, shout out to every single one of you that is watching the stream right now. Shout out to every one of you that is subbed to our channel. We just recently crossed the 35,000 sub milestone, so really, really, really appreciate all of you. This season sucks, and, you know, there's really nothing that we can do about it other than try to make it fun. Yeah, and Ron's going to bring you coverage and all these things, but, like, our mission here is to make it more fun to be a sports fan. There are people that work for the sports team we cover that are trying to make it less fun to be a sports fan. We're fighting against that every day. All that we can do is offer you community. All that we can offer you is analysis and give you a space to just be yourself, whether you're having a good day or a bad day or anything in between. And it's been a lot of bad days lately, but we're doing this together. When you become a diehard, you get a bunch of free stuff. What you're doing is supporting what we're doing here. But in exchange, you get a shirt of your choice. We got more than 50 to choose from. We're rolling out new stuff all the time. We got some Stars stuff. We got Mavs stuff, Cowboys stuff. We got Paige Becker stuff. We got Rangers stuff. We got generic DLLS stuff. It's great. It's all fantastic. You get a free one of your choice and a discount on any other stuff you could want. You get a discount on events, discount on merch. You get to join the DLS Discord. It's a great place to hang out and commiserate or celebrate. You get to read all of Ron's coverage, all of his written coverage of the team. Jeff Wilson covering the Rangers, Clarence Hill and Ali Jawad covering the Cowboys, and Sam Nessler and Sean Shapiro covering the Stars. You get to read the entire website. You also get a physical diehard card. And we also have another thing to ask of you. We have a supporters club here on YouTube. I saw Classic Stang Lover join it earlier in the stream. Shout out to you, man. Whenever you join, you get you get to use emojis. They're pretty cool. Sorry, I saw someone say that my mic is messed up. If it is, I apologize. But you get to use emojis in the chat. They're awesome. We got a tank one. I'm sure that one's going to get a lot of use in the next few months. Tank. Is my mic messed up? Oh, and shout out to T.O. for gifting 5 gifties, man.
Let's go. Shout out to
man.
T.O. Sports guys.
T.O., thank you so much,
dude.
Thank you for your support, man.
Appreciate that, man. Again, I will write after every game, win or loss. I will try to make it funny, especially in the loss. I think it won't be long today, but I think it'll be worth the read.
Jason Kidd on Daniel Gafford's right ankle soreness, which he did not come back from in this game, said, quote, yeah, sore right ankle. We'll see how he feels in D.C. That's just the nature of this thing that coming from Grant Afseth, who's on the scene there in Dallas. I mean,
Good night, Irene.
In Memphis. So we'll see what Daniel Gafford's availability will look like tomorrow. Derek Lively missed his 6th straight game with the right knee injury that he's dealing with. Anthony Davis missed his 4th straight game with the calf strain that he is dealing with. We are unsure about his availability tomorrow when the Mavericks take on the Washington Wizards. So we will see what those look like as the injury reports come out tomorrow, as the Mavericks are on the second night of a back-to-back when they take on the Wizards in our nation's capital. Let's continue with your super chats.
We got a bunch to get through.
We left off with Ya Billy, one of our favorite super chatters.
Yeah.
With the $2 super chat. Can you go back? Oh, can you go back up for me? There you go. There was Brighter Days with Yogi Ferrell and Salah Mejri. Hashtag
Jesus.
MFFL.
That's right.
Yogi.
Shout out to
that. Is right.
That's right.
$20 super chat. Let's go.
Sheldon
We
Fennell.
can really use Yogi Mania right now.
Yogi
Man.
is fun.
Sheldon Fennell with the 1999 super chat. I think
I was born that year.
Don't do that.
Oh my God.
I think this team has mental issues where they don't see shots go. No AD. He's always been hurt. Kyrie isn't able to help on the court at this moment. Nico created a toxic environment for the players by trading Luka.
And we've asked about shots. Kid just says basically we have to make shots. So it's not like I'm not asking everybody. We are asking. They're just not giving answers.
It's an unstable environment, man. And, shame on the person that created it.
Let's go with the next one there. Anoop Matthew, 82.
Anoop.
With the $5 super chat. Here to mourn our favorite team. Been mourning since February 2nd. Insert that Simpsons gif. Stop. He's already dead. How long does Nico last?
I feel the drum beat in my soul.
Does he make it to Valentine's Day, Bobby Corella?
You got a funny feeling about this?
I don't know.
Not even say fun. Not say funny, but
Yeah,
you got. I
got a feeling. I don't know. My senses are tingling. That's all I can say.
Classic Saint Letter with the $4.99 super chat. I love watching again. I have let the hate consume me.
The Sith Lord.
The more they lose, the happier I am.
I can
Goodness
feel
gracious.
your
Hold on.
anger.
Let's pause for a second. There's a great movie where it's I believe it's Civil War, Captain America's Civil War, and Black Panther. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, great movie.
Black Panther at the end, after Captain America and Iron Man have just beaten the living hell out of each other. He walks up to the guy that's created all this chaos. Says, "Look, man, you've let the hate consume. Don't let it consume you, man."
What a line, man.
At the end of the day, this is sports. Are we pissed off that the team that we love is out here playing like garbage night in and night out, and the person that put this product on the floor is still in charge? Are we upset about it? Sure we are. Don't let the hate consume you, man. Don't let it do that. Don't let it.
If you want the team to lose, on the other hand,
that's another thing.
We won't get
Darren
there
Peterson's highlights tonight are very impressive.
Joseph Vandergriff with the $10 super chat. Would Darren Peterson make this worth it? Depends on what you want.
Make what?
All I'll say,
right?
Yeah.
Make this on a night-to-night basis worth it?
All I'll say is that
I
don't know, man.
even if the Mavs don't make the playoffs, we'll have a lot of content, everybody. So I'll just leave it at that.
Please like the video while you're here.
Please.
Over 1,000 of you watching us live. So if you
Mavs
haven't
go on a 5-game win streak the moment they fire Nico, guys. Remember this. I love that prediction. I love that prediction.
Let's get to 200 likes, everybody. We're at 142. Let's at least get to 200. And 2 dislikes. Wow. What's happening here?
GM Ben with the $1.99 super chat. Glad to know I'm not the worst GM in Dallas.
The best.
GM Ben,
Your spot in second place is safe.
Yeah,
just kidding.
You are by far not the worst GM.
By far.
Jerry and Nico.
Well, Jerry's in Arlington. So.
Technically, that's right. Good point.
Ardell
with the $2 super chat. Stevie Wonder saw this coming.
Oh, no, Stevie.
Blind stuck in the basement. Stevie Wonder saw this coming. Golly, man.
Rip. He's not Rip.
Classic.
Oh, no.
What did you say?
I said Rip, and now I realized,
no.
That's Ray Charles.
Is Ron just trying to kill Stevie?
Wow.
No, that's Ray Charles.
Jeez, man.
Stevie, I hope you're doing great, pal.
Yeah,
I know you're
amazing guy.
Stevie tunes in on Spotify every day. So I know he's a regular listener.
Classic Stain Lover with the $1.99 super chat. Let's start a We Want Donnie chat.
Please.
No. We're good here. Thank you for your.
How old is Donnie Nelson?
That's not even the real part of it.
Airhead, thank you for becoming a supporter.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
Appreciate you.
Sheldon back in with the $19.99 super chat. What do you do? I want to know what you do because you spent all the cash. But thank you. We really appreciate that.
We love you.
Praying that Nico is on. Jeez. Praying that Nico was on the FBI report and traded Luka to pay debts. That's the only way this makes sense. And why does Mark Cuban get a pass? He hired this guy. He sold to the DeMonts. He didn't verify the contract.
The one thing that I will say, not in Mark Cuban's defense, but at least I have to give respect where it's due, is today he did that Stephen A. Smith interview, and he actually did finally admit I should have done more to make sure that I had final say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in the clip that you shared with us.
We're raised Kevin Gray.
No, I know
we're
that. I thought you were
Kevin
saying
Gray,
you watched more of it, like he went into further detail.
Oh, no. I just saw that one soundbite. On our show, even he came on our show and he denied it. He said that the NBA didn't let him or whatever. Right. And it's like, no, he finally is owning up. That does not excuse the mistake. Teeth. That does not vindicate him or anything. But, like, that is the one thing. But, yeah, I mean, it's all a disaster, man.
Seems to have final say in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And Jeannie Buss has not earned more say for her team than Mark Cuban got with the Dallas Mavericks, but what do I know?
Yeah, and I mean, at bare minimum, make sure as a steward of the franchise, make sure that the next steward is aware of the things that are really important.
It's the franchise.
I doubt that conversation happened.
Mandarin Mussolini with the $1.99 super chat. What's your reaction to the video of Nico signing autographs? That was from a preseason game.
I didn't see that.
That was from the preseason game in Fort Worth against Oklahoma City. Don't worry about that.
I think that a lot of people that were at that game are either not Mavs fans or just don't know who Nico is.
Yeah,
they just kind of got caught up.
Yeah. I wouldn't. Put
you all are diehards.
I wouldn't put any.
That's right. Ball knowers.
Connor with the $2 super chat. Never forget Nico won a Kuzma before PJ and Gaff. Yeah.
2 first rounders.
Thank the heavens we have to watch Cowboys.
It's better to be lucky than good. I'm not saying that as an insult. Like, he got lucky, they said no.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And Luka and Kyrie made that thing happen, man. Bulldog 13 TV with the $4.99 super chat. Minnesota fan, last championship we have with 4 professional teams is 1991.
Jesus.
Endless heartbreak in the playoffs. I feel bad for you guys.
Oh, man.
Dang, a Minnesota fan.
If there's any solace in this, Bulldog, unfortunately, it looks like the Mavs' closeout win in Minnesota Game 5 of the 24 Western Conference Finals will be their last closeout win for potentially a long time.
A decade.
So I can only imagine the number of series the Wolves will win between now and then. So at least just rest easy knowing that.
David with the $10 super chat. What do you think the chances are of Luka playing for the Mavericks again in the future after Nico's fired?
1%. Yeah, maybe less than that.
0.77%.
I would say he's going to retire later.
First of all, never say never in sports.
Or Nugget.
Never say never in sports. And also, if you want a basketball example, LeBron James hated Dan Gilbert's guts.
Yeah.
That cat wrote a letter disparaging LeBron James, publicly disparaged LeBron James. LeBron James went back to Cleveland to spite Dan Gilbert and delivered a championship to the city of Cleveland. Never say never. I don't think Luka will ever come back here, nor should he want to come back here after the way that they did him here. But sports is funny. And never say never.
Never say never.
Never say never, because
Fast Channel 59 alert. Fast Channel 59 alert.
as we thank our television audience for joining us here on the DLLS Mavs post-game show, the conversation will continue over on alldlls.com. Become a diehard member today by visiting alldlls.com. We are officially in overtime here.
Not yet.
Wait.
Don't we have to do the little up?
And OT.
As the conversation continues, we are officially in overtime here on our podcast. Sports Guy T.O., shout out to you. Gifting all the
T.O.,
memberships.
Shout out to T.O.
With the $10 super chat. The only thing that keeps me from just not paying attention to this franchise is the DLLS Mavs crew and chat. The 92-93 Mavs were more fun to watch than this.
Wow.
Nico, Dumont are
the DAs and
the dumbest asses in captivity.
That is a deep insult to say that 92-93 team was fun. But Tim Legler was on that team.
Legs.
So it definitely
That's
was
our
fun.
ALLCITY teammate.
I really appreciate
Great
you saying
pod.
that about our show and the community here.
The best part.
You
is
guys
the
make
chat.
this fun. Yeah, if we were doing this without a chat, obviously,
Oh
it would
my God,
completely
stink.
suck.
It would stink.
It would just suck so bad. Even after a good game, like interacting with you guys makes this so
For sure.
fun, so much fun.
Farhan with the $5 super chat. This man has killed decades of my fandom. I
Damn.
can't believe I spent Friday night watching this. This is an abusive relationship.
Don't get pimped.
The only thing, and I've said this before, and I'll say it every time, man. Like, you were here before him, and you're gonna be here after him. Doesn't matter if it's in 2 weeks, 2 years, 2 decades. You will be a Mavs fan longer than that guy will be the Mavs GM, and so just hold strong. Diamond hands, baby. We don't sell.
Yeah, man.
Classic Stain Lover with the $1.99 super chat. Is Nicoing a verb yet?
Nicoing. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if
Can you define what Nicoing
I don't think
means?
you want that.
Yeah, like so like a toddler, you build a Lego set with a toddler and then they like just shove it over.
Well, that's a new verb. There we go.
Nicoing.
We appreciate all of your super chats here on our post game show. As the Mavericks, I'm almost out of words, to be honest with you. They get clobbered by the Memphis Grizzlies, 118-104. This team is now 2-7 and dead last in the Western Conference.
At least they don't have to play for a little while. They get some time off, right?
No, they literally play in less than 24 hours.
What?
They will be in our nation's capital tomorrow to take on the Washington Wizards, who, speaking of getting their ass kicked, the Wizards got destroyed tonight by the Cleveland Cavaliers. What'd you say at one point? Like Donovan Mitchell had like 24 points in 24 minutes, something like that. He was going off, something like that.
Crazy.
Yeah. So the Wizards going to be looking to get right.
I'm not trying to concern troll or anything, but this was a 7 p.m. tip. You said it's a 6 p.m. tip tomorrow?
Yep,
That's
6.
right.
And the Mavs lose an hour traveling there. That is tough because it's a 23-hour time difference thing between from tip off to tip off with a plane ride like that. It's not a very long flight, but still, like, that is not easy. And you're losing an hour. Like that's
a
pretty tough.
hellacious back-to-back.
Yeah, that's
I
tough,
mean, they're
man.
not going to do shit around tomorrow.
No,
I would be shocked.
I mean, they're probably already in the air. They'll land in D.C. probably by 11:30, if I had to guess. But that's 12:30 their time. By the time you get to the hotel, get all your stuff,
They're not
ready to
waking
go
up
to
in
bed. You're not going
10.
to bed till 1, 2 in the morning. Like at the earliest, you got to
That's
get up and
unreal.
play basketball again. Like
Yeah,
that's
unreal.
That's tough, man.
It's tough turnaround.
And who knows if Daniel Gafford will even be available to play
I'd be shocked
tomorrow.
Will AD play?
I don't think so.
I'd be shocked.
He was doubtful
I would.
coming into tonight.
You're gonna get 40 minutes of Musa Cisse?
Oh no,
I wouldn't.
I
hate
mean,
it.
the way he played tonight, I mean, shout out to Musa Cisse and his effort.
So that
You
means
see what
no,
Alex
but
Sarr
it's
did
like
the other night,
Musa-
by the way?
What's Sarr do the other night?
He had like 31 points the other night.
He's been really good this year.
Yeah, he's been balling.
Jeez, man.
Oh no.
Farhan.
Oh no.
With the $2 super chat, predictions from all three of you for total wins. Corella.
Under 40 and a half.
Oh, definitely under 40.5.
That's the only one that
I
matters
actually
to
feel
me.
embarrassed that I even wrote. Well, I don't feel embarrassed about it. It was.
I do think that they're
But-
gonna figure out something to get to at least 30, but
They'll get 30
I don't
wins.
see many beyond that, to be honest. Right now.
I'm gonna go 34 wins as of today. 34 wins. I'm sorry, everybody.
They played 9 games and won 2. What's that win pace?
That is an 18 win pace.
Yeah. You're going over 30 though.
I'll give them 36.
Okay.
Wow, that is bullish. Okay.
Bullish is 36
Yeah,
wins.
it is, man.
Goodness, we're the Sacramento Kings.
I mean, it's well under 40. Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely under 40.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Like that, yeah. I mean, that's a 30,
Under 40 is embarrassing though.
That's a 36 and 46 record.
That's finals.
That's disgusting.
The Kings, bro. They're the Kings, bro. When they lost Weber.
Miles Wansky with the $5 super chat.
Lewinsky.
Mavs fandom is a slow motion car crash. After the car crash, I'm not here for the car crash metaphors.
CTE?
Honestly, today
I ain't trying to give a CTE.
I appreciate the super chat, but after what's happened
Christ.
over the last 24 hours, I can't do car crash metaphors. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I wasn't a crash. My back is paying for it as we speak.
I mean, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about what's happened with the Cowboys. So, thank you for your super chat. Though, really appreciate that. Prophet, what you got to say, man? Before we get out of here, you got something to say? You want to add something to this? No,
it's just a head shake.
This might not even plug.
Look what you got yourself into.
Yeah, Mike,
dude.
Mike,
might
not
not even
plug.
plug. Yeah, never mind. Don't worry about it. I thought
Look what you got yourself into tonight.
Hopefully the Mavs will do the same from a basketball standpoint.
I mean, it's the Wizards tomorrow, everybody. I mean,
No, you gotta stop.
I'm sorry.
You gotta
I've
stop.
seen so much Wizards basketball.
They already lost to the
They're
Wizards,
not trying to win basketball games,
and they
Bobby.
already lost to them by double digits
Like the
No,
Wizards.
at home.
Barely, only by 10.
It's double digits.
But
got
it was
groped
almost not
today.
double digits.
They got groped today by Cleveland.
Let's not use that one. Let's not do that.
Oh, man, I saw this. Actually, this is kind of a bummer. So David Dennis Jr. says, ESPN, right?
Yes.
Klay Thompson is being asked to do something he didn't sign up for. He went to Dallas, blah, 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 blah. He's now trying to find shots in a broken offense.
Yeah.
Nico ruined the end of his career, too. Oh, that sucks.
Kind of cooked.
That putting the picture in the frame like that
Kinda
actually
cooked, bro.
sucks, dude.
Do you remember last year?
Ruining Klay's career.
Do you remember last year in the first game of the year when the Mavericks played the San Antonio Spurs? What Klay did? Klay knocked down 6 3-pointers and set a record for
It
a
was so
debut
fun.
for a Maverick with the most 3-pointers in the debut.
I was there.
And the vibes that night, we was like, this is exactly
It was so fun.
what Klay came here to do. Like Luka was feeding him, like that was fun. That was some fun stuff. We were like, oh, this is exactly what this is supposed to look like. And it's
Every legend deserves to go out better than this. That's all I'm saying. Better situation.
Yeah, I mean, Clay's been extremely bad. But again, he's been put in essentially like a situation where he like almost can't succeed. Like this is not the team for him. Not the offense for him. They're asking him to like actually guard real players. This is just not how his career was supposed to end. It was supposed to be like, here, give me open 3-pointer. Let me play 25 minutes and do my thing. And it's just not that anymore.
Yeah, man. This is I thought rock bottom was Wednesday. I mean, it's
Rock bottom could be tomorrow for this.
Contraire.
If they get swept by the Washington Wizards, it genuinely can't get worse.
well, it gets even spookier after that because I mean,
They
Bobby
get
has
swept by the Wizards. Bobby
has eloquently laid out like what
They
the next,
might legitimately lose like 10 games in a row soon.
like it's.
Are we the Detroit Pistons of
I mean,
old?
where do they get a win from this?
Don't disrespect the Pistons.
Clippers,
like that.
Blazers, Wolves, Knicks, Pelicans, Grizzlies again, Heat, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Heat, Thunder, Rockets, Pistons, Sixers,
Bang,
Pelicans,
bang,
Nuggets,
bang.
Warriors. Like
It's-
that's through Christmas.
It's nasty ball, bro.
That's through Christmas, man. And a lot of those games are on the road. A lot of them are on the road. They owe the road a lot right now, dude.
Well, hopefully the Christmas show is at least fun.
No, it's gonna be fun.
I mean, it's
We'll
gonna be
be
fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a hell of a busy day here at DLLS Sports. Cowboys
for
play
sure.
from that day as well on Christmas. So, Prophet, man, we appreciate you, man. Making us look good and sound good tonight, man. Thank you so much. Mavericks get their ass beat in Memphis, 118-104. They get back on the floor tomorrow Tip-off will be at 6 p.m. Bobby, our pregame show starts at what time?
I don't know. I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. He won't have to subject himself to this.
Said, show me mercy.
Tip-off for Ron and I will be at 5:30 p.m. Tomorrow here on DLLS Sports, with tip-off at 6 p.m. with our post-game show to follow afterwards. Our guy Bob is going to have the day off tomorrow. Enjoy that.
Thanks.
He'll be back with us on Monday.
I'm going to check the score around 6:34 just to see what kind of night we're in for here.
Bang, Keyshawn George. Like, it's going to be like, yo.
He's already got 27 points. There's 9 minutes left in the first.
That Cam Whitmore?
Shahid, Bobby's off. Mavs win.
You're right.
Probably.
Mavs bounce back tomorrow.
Thank you to all of you for joining us on our show. Over 1,000 of you watching us live. Y'all made this really entertaining in what was an understatement, a very disappointing night for the Mavericks. That's our DLLS Mavs analyst, Bobby Crow. That's our DLLS
We
Mavs
wanted the
writer.
cup, guys. I'm sorry.
Cup. That's our beat writer, Ron Harrod Jr. I am merely your host, Kevin Gray. We will talk to you tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. right here on DLLS Sports. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Friday. Y'all be good. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.